Thank you, Honourable Minister Mantashe. Now, Your Excellencies, Honourable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding to welcome His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Republic of Zambia.
Thank you very much. You may take your seats, please. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, President Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, obviously in advance. I understand you'll be joining us soon. Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Botswana, my brother President Kwesi Masisi, Your Excellency, Sana Lukonde Kienge, Prime Minister, Democratic Republic of Congo. Honorable Gwede Mantashe, Minister of Mines, South Africa. Mr. Franz Baleni, Summit Chairperson. Your Excellencies, Ministers from various African countries that are present here, indeed government officials from all our governments that are present at this Indaba, representatives from chambers of mines, mining companies, financials, investors, representatives from cooperating partners, including the World Bank, and indeed other international organizations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to be part of this year's Investing in African Mining at this Indaba. This year's theme, African mining, investing in energy transition, environmental, social and governance, and our economies, could not have come at a more opportune time than this one. The energy transition and unprecedented technological advancements are anchored by the mineral resources, amongst, indeed, other sectors, other resources, not just on our continent, but elsewhere. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the mining sector remains critical to the sustainable development of our African continent. Some years ago, there was a debate, very strong debate, that mining is gone on this continent. No, mining is not gone. Mining is here to stay. Mining will anchor, if we manage it properly, our developmental agenda going forward. Our continent is blessed with vast mineral resources that are key drivers of the development agenda of most of our countries. I think you heard the Minister of Mines here. For example, just the two countries on this continent, Congo DR and Zambia, hold over 70% of the world's resources in the area of cobalt. That's important. We cannot wish that away. It is here to stay, and we must exploit it properly, strategically clever, to benefit the lives of our people who need to be scaled out of poverty like yesterday. It is clear, and as such, this calls for deliberate efforts on the part of us, the African leaders. I want to repeat this. This calls for deliberate efforts on part of us, the African leaders, and our partners to ensure sustainable development and management of these our resources. We in Zambia have taken a decision, and a very strong one, that we are tired of talking about Africa's potential. We don't want to hear someone in our country, hopefully on the continent, sing the song of potential. We want to realize that potential. We want to realize that potential to drive development, to alleviate poverty amongst others. And there should be no excuses from us, especially us, the African leaders. We should not hide in any argument. We must just get the job done. Our people deserves better from us as leaders. We were elected to do just that. These efforts from all of us, include building downstream linkages aimed at promoting value addition. As the Minister from South Africa, Minister of Mines, indicated, manufacturing on our continent, as well as upstream linkages into mining capital goods, consumables, and indeed service industries. The development of supporting infrastructure, including in areas such as power. I heard my colleague minister talked about power here. All of us on this continent should not accept the fact that we don't have sufficient power to drive our mining sector and other industries. We do have. We've just not been doing the work that we were elected to do. Now is the time to do that. So in power, logistics, and transport. Indeed, communications, significant investments, obviously in the area of research, technology, and development, amongst others, also remains critical to our development agenda, with mining being integral to that agenda. Our continent is endowed with vast mineral resources that largely remain undiscovered because we're not investing in exploration, and even when they're discovered, they're not exploited. Yet our people live in abject poverty. Unacceptable. Going forward. Unacceptable. We also have immense potential in the artisanal side and small-scale subsector, because this is important for our local populations in our countries to be involved in the mining sector. And small-scale mining, artisanal mining is an area even large mining houses must work with governments to make it possible for our people to participate in the mining sector. I think that will bring us the much needed social contracts that we need from our voters. Very important. It is clear that aggressive investment into exploration will unlock their undiscovered mineral resources and create enormous social economic impact. That will not only lift many of our people, as I've said, out of poverty, but create new wealth and prosperity on our continent. I've said it before, chairperson of this Indaba, that personally I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that we have so much poverty on our continent amidst so much wealth. This is an inherent contradiction which we, working together, must resolve. We have an opportunity to actualize Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, which is anchored on harnessing the continent's endowments, embodied in people and natural resources. We are, however, cognizant of the threats that stand in the way of actualizing our aspirations as a people, as a continent. Civil strife, for example. Civil strife, for example. Conflict, instability which has characterized a number of mineral-rich African countries. We thought we were putting this issue away, but it's re-emerged in the last couple of years. And this is not good for us at all. So we must endeavor to foster peace and stability across the continent, because conflict definitely impedes investment. Conflict and other issues obviously endanger our desire and abilities to deliver social and economic growth for our people. I therefore wish to underscore Zambia's support, our country's support, aimed at all efforts aimed at resolving the ongoing conflicts on our continent. We as a country are in support of that, and I believe other countries should do that. I'm sure they are doing that. And elsewhere in the world, conflict not just on our continent, but elsewhere in the world. We often stress the point, and I think I've repeated this on many platforms that I've had the opportunity to attend, that we stress this point, that instability anywhere is a threat to stability everywhere. There's no question about it. We've seen what's happening in Europe long before. The message, the narrative was driven that conflict is Africa, and Africa is conflict. No, it's not true. Conflict, instability is not Africa. Yes, it's Africa, but it's also Europe. It's America. It's everywhere. We should not allow this to continue. I think it's not a question of who believes in what, who supports who. Yes, I heard the minister from South Africa say that. But aggression leading to conflict is taking away opportunities from us to invest more in the mining sector and to realize value for all our people. And I think we should not accept it. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to share with you our vision of a new dawn for Zambia's mining sector. Since coming into office, our party coming into office 8 months ago, our government has been determined and focused on efforts to revive the Zambian economy. Our economy is anchored by the mining sector, which historically has been a major contributor to our development. We undoubtedly believe in its potential to be an even greater contributor to our economy, as we welcome active and pragmatic collaboration with the mining industry and other players, financials, technology providers. The list is long. We are committed to building a resilient, sustainable mining industry anchored on environmental, social, and indeed governance standards and best practice, because this is a bare minimum if we have to do it correctly. Our determination towards industrialization, obviously job creation, business opportunities is very clear. It's very clear for those that have been following us 8 months back. We are very determined, and we will not allow anything to stand in the way of clearing all hurdles that will allow investments, especially in the mining sector and other sectors, for obvious reasons. We are open for business. I heard the minister from South Africa say, we shall repeat it, Zambia is open for business. And we are open to engage and partner with all of you here and those that are not present today. As many of you are aware, Zambia is a key player in the global copper mining industry, which has already been mentioned here, and is home to vast reserves of copper, cobalt, and other minerals. We are addressing factors that constrain investment and putting in place factors that catalyze this investment. Our investment environment will undoubtedly be 1, transparent, 2, consistent, 3, predictable, 4, fair, and number 5, something many African leaders don't want to talk about, and I talk about with pleasure: intolerance to corruption. Intolerance to corruption. Momentum is building towards increased mineral production as new mining operations are opening. Old ones, somehow, which were challenged, we are unlocking those challenges. I have said to my colleagues in cabinet that work is not 8 hours to 17 hours. Work is deliverables. What do we deliver? over what period of time? That's the way we are looking at things in Zambia. We are building strategic partnerships that will help position Zambia for future prosperity in the context of Africa. There's no way Zambia can talk of prosperity in isolation to Africa's prosperity. It's not possible. The scale is small, of course, but demand doesn't sit in our domestic jurisdiction for what we may produce. It sits elsewhere, on the continent and indeed in the global village. Just last month, we signed an MOU with Congo DR. Deliberately went out to work with our brothers in Congo and sisters in Congo to sign this MOU to facilitate the development of value chains in the electric battery and clean energy sector. Africa should and must cooperate in order to enlarge the envelope. Singularly, we are too small. We may have the people, but the people may not have effective demand. So we must work together to enlarge the envelope and to deliver benefits to all our people as much as is possible. Together, we will change the narrative that Africa is only, and I agree with the previous speaker, only a source of raw materials, and establish our nations as leading players in the era of electric vehicles. We don't want to be Cinderella to the electric vehicle industry. No, we want to be integral to this new industry, electric vehicles and green innovations. Not at the edges, but at the center. Of course, we are no threat to anybody. We work with those who have the technology, we work with those that have the the capital, as long as your capital is fairly priced, because Africa has been paying too much for its capital. I think this is time to lower the cost of capital on this continent. Our private sector partners, we call on you, Zambia, Africa, to work with us. Let's cut the distance between ourselves. And as such as a country, we have taken a decision to work with the private sector, not once in a month, no, but all the time, through our public-private partnership dialogue forum. So we want to be together all the time. Come to do business with us, we want to hear you, we want to understand what your challenges are, how we can unlock those challenges. And I think that's a better way of working. We're not the first ones to do that. Others have done it and it's worked for them. We'd like it to work for us as well. We encourage investors to come up with similar schemes, views, ideas, new or existing, but need to be unlocked, and we'll work together to unlock these. We have a mining house in Zambia that they will be speaking after me, are investing more money in the mining sector, but also putting money in solar, in wind energy. We encourage that. First country is doing that. Copper, I want to repeat, ladies and gentlemen, is critical in the green energy transition, and there's an ever-increasing demand for it. What an opportunity. We are determined to respond to the high demand for copper and have an audacious goal to take our annual production of copper from the current 830 metric tons per year to 3 million tons per year. Very ambitious. We are not ashamed of being ambitious. This indeed will happen, but it will happen only working with yourselves as investors, as financiers, as technology providers. Our improving conducive operating environment, willingness to work with investors and mining entities, our abundant mineral resources, as I said, are factors which will make this goal a reality, no doubt about it. Dear friends, allow me to reiterate the Zambian government's commitment to supporting domestic economic empowerment and job creation without resource nationalism. Sounds a contradiction, it's not. We can achieve both. We want our citizens to play a critical role in our mining value and supply chain, along with your investment. Yes, that's the way it should be. This will undoubtedly add to the sustainability of our investment, your investment in our country, and secure the much needed social contract. Very important, extremely important. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the important role that the private sector plays in the development of the mining industry. In response, our government policy will promote a private sector-driven, competitive, thriving, and sustainable mining industry. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to state categorically that Zambia is governed by the rule of law. It is for this reason that mechanisms are already in place to entrench and enhance tenets of good governance in the administration of mineral rights. Quite important as well. We assure investors of security of tenure and security of their investments, while at the same time ensuring a fair share for Zambian citizens. If we didn't do that, we will mislead the investors. Not too long, conflicts will arise, and we don't want that, because that's disruptive to our agenda, our joint agenda. As we continue to enhance investor confidence, we are implementing robust policy and legal reforms aimed at stimulating the growth of the sector in the medium to long term. And again, let's work together. There are many items, issues we don't know, we are not aware as government. You as an investor are aware. Bring it to the table. Let's talk about it. Let's resolve it together. We are building institutional capacity to facilitate increased in-country processing for various mineral commodities. The reason is clear, but we are challenged. Railways, roads, and this is another one important area, infrastructure, where we believe that as mining investors, we must take interest, share ideas on how we can improve, how we can identify other colleagues similar to us, similar to you, who share the agenda of development for Africa. For example, to invest in the railway system. And I think in this country, South Africa, it is imperative that we work together. 4 countries work together. 4+. I don't want to be accused after my speech that I left out one country. But South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Congo, really, we need to find some common ground to fix our railway system for movement of our goods and services, including. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure transparency in the administration and issuance of mining rights, we have imposed a moratorium on the issuance of mining rights in our country, only for a short while, to clean it up. We inherited a system, practices that were unhealthy. So for the mining investors, we're doing this only for a short while to clean up the system. And you'll be happy once we reopen the mining license rights. You'll be very happy. Because one of the things we want to root out is just endemic corruption around the mineral resources. And that does not help anyone, including yourself as investors. It will be open very soon. We are now working towards operationalization of the online payment portal to promote efficiency and integrity in the administration of the mining rights system in our country. You don't have to do what you were asked to do just 10 months ago. To keep queuing there, to talk to too many officials, along the way, you know things happen. You know the things that were happening. And we want to make sure that that's a thing of the past. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to take this opportunity to re-emphasize that Zambia is endowed with too much, with a lot. Between Zambia and Congo it's just something else. But we've never systematically addressed the opportunities that lie in this sector, the mining sector. So that's what we're working on doing. Not just in Zambia, but together with others. Congo is just one. We'd like to cooperate with other countries in many sectors. I think we'll do better to cooperate than to work in isolation. We see a future, obviously, where electric vehicle components, which include batteries, copper pipes, and cables, and others, will be produced in Zambia, in Congo DR, yes, Minister Mantasha, in South Africa. Yes, you're already doing a lot, but we want all of us to do something. And that gives us an opportunity to develop the Africa Free Trade Area. I have said this point before. In the Africa Free Trade Area agenda, if other countries' citizens don't see benefits, they will resist. The only way to make it possible and work for everyone is to ensure that benefits are spread across one or two countries only, that broadly. So we understand competitive and comparative advantages. We understand that. We are not oblivious to it. Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we are ensuring that development of our air, road, as I said, rail and others are part of the mining agenda. Otherwise, the facilitation will not be there. We invite investors to come to Zambia and see for themselves the vast potential in the mining sector and the sectors that support it. Please do come. Please, let's network in this Indaba, 2022 Indaba. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted with the first quantum minerals announcement of 2 landmark investments in Zambia. We set out to unlock this opportunity, and others will be announcing very soon, because they were standing in our way of achieving the 3 million tons per year of production. Just coal, but also in other sectors we're working on targets. So we're very delighted that First Quantum has unlocked an opportunity that was hanging around for over 10 years. And in 8 months, we set an agenda that 1, 2, 3, we shall unlock them. One of the most First Quantums, very delighted that this investment has been unlocked. You will hear from them shortly after my speech. I could talk about figures, but I will allow them to talk about figures. But broadly, for us as a small country, when you have a total investment, additional investment of $1.3 billion, it's not small. It's a lot in one project, 1 or 2 projects. So we're very delighted with that. This is an example of what we want to do going forward. You have a project in Zambia, you are an investor, you are seated in this Indaba. You have been challenged, things are not moving. Talk to the Minister of Mines, he's here, seated over there. Talk to the Minister of Finance, he's seated over there, and officials. As we return home, we want to schedule your issue, your case, and unlock it as we go back home. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I wish to express my sincere gratitude for the invitation to grace this mining Indaba. I thank you for your kind attention. God bless you.
You think you have your fast words with women, right? But today you're going to regret it for touching my wife.
Because when I break somebody's head with this copper, they'll start calling my name. Hey, Jen! Jen did that! Oh, Jen did this!
Just leave! Don't come back here with your 2 left legs. Going to punish you.
Me?
Yes.
Go. You are the one that will be punished, you and your ancestors.
Finally, your bride is here.
Please, sir, have mercy on me.
Hi guys, I just have a quick announcement. I'll be at Dimpo's Pub and Grill this Sunday, 15th of May at 17 hours to 21 hours. Let's meet and greet to stand a chance to feature in my new movie I'm filming in Livingston. I look forward to see you all and we have fun together. I can't wait to see you.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Talking Classic Media,
your #1 internet
number 1 station.
Going full throttle with non-stop hits.